I live in Charlotte. These guys are right around the corner. After doing this for years, that's the first time I've seen one in my backyard that I've been doing a demo on. So right here, same time. This was less than a minute ago. Odd, whatever his name, he ran an offer, and it shows you he went to KBB. We sent him the offer. We said, "Okay, Todd, your Jeep's worth 26." At the same time, we sent this to these three buying centers. Same exact time. All these went
Why
out
why
at
is
the
the
same
first
time.
column saying eligible? Aren't they all eligible?
Oh no, great, eligible. What'll happen here is I'll scroll down. There might be something pending review.
Okay.
Okay, so what that'll say, and we tell if I hold my cursor over there, it tells you what it is. But that means a dealership has to look at that vehicle. There's
Mhm.
something unique about that, and I could guess most of these, but there's always a reason. Okay, meaning that somebody might have made a mistake on the mileage or whatever that condition is, pending review, and we explain that. And then you'll see
Mhm.
it won't show it here, but there'll be ineligibles too, if
Mhm.
something had a frame damage or so
Hey,
forth.
George, hold on 1 second.
Take your time.
Who is it? Oh, the ball player. Okay. Is, he's trading in. Is he selling this car to us? Okay. What are we paying for it? You ran the fresh numbers. See, the book hasn't changed much since last. Because they see the book. Because those cars books change very quickly. I know, no. Just to be double sure, double triple. But okay, but make sure he brings the check, because that's with those have people is yeah. Um, the other Tesla, the issue Model 3, is that yeah the one that go the one with the GoFi or whatever that issue that we, it's good. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, absolutely no worries. But this is, what I showed us. And here, remember we were on this a couple minutes ago. I'm going to refresh this, and it's 149 right now. So if I refresh this dashboard, this is where I always bet a cup of coffee or a beer. That'll have somebody in 149. And so this is live right now. Oh, and this is something that I almost, it's been the first time I missed it. This is almost a number I brag about.
Okay.
This is how powerful the tool is, John. All right. Almost 300,000 offers. Okay. And combined, because we got what I love to do, what I love to see in progress, that means that dealers are using this internally. Okay. You ready? Some do, most don't because they get lazy. Coming back, this is where I get to roll up my sleeves and be a car guy. There's no way in the world I would, my rule at the desk was you will not get a number from, and it was professionally. I was always that, helpful manager and so forth. But everybody knew that unless you ran an instant cash offer, you're not get a number from the desk. Meaning that take that 10 minutes walk around with the customer. Now the tool is so easy. You don't have to show the customer number, but just do the walk and let the manager run the number. You can decipher that however you want. So we've got, almost 30,000, and this is over the last 7 days. Remember, the offers are good for 7 days. So they've got, some stores are using it, but that's a lot of trades right there. So dealers are benefiting with it. And then in here, same thing. Here, and this is what I see more often than not. Lois, she ran an offer, but she did it from KBB, but it's on her phone. So we told, okay, it's pending. For whatever reason, I could take a guess to see what it is. No accidents. Uh, Probably because she put no wear and tear in there. But so what'll happen is for her to get a number, that builds a little bit more excitement uh, because now she can't figure out what a car is until she hears from a dealership. And then you got one that says the same thing. Now it'll show that because that just went on their website.
So dealer inspection, what's that status?
Same thing. It'll say right now. You confirm the accuracy. I try to hover over it, but it's same thing. It's saying there's some information. A dealer has to look at that. You're missing something.
So
It's contingent
pending
upon somebody
pending
looking at it.
review and dealer inspection is the same thing.
One of the same, yes. One of them go for the dealer inspection. I don't know why they have to say here. Let me see if I can find a pending review. The terminal, there it is. Oh, I stand corrected. All right. I owe you something, John. I haven't figured out right now. Um, now this pending review means that they will reestablish this. They'll send an offer. Well, hang on here a second. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Down there it said, oh, pending review. That's what it is. The algorithm is kicking right away. I say live, it used to be a joke because they're not. We have a team that will look at that and they knock these out. They go into that information and they look and they'll put a number in there manually. And
Okay. So
these are
basically,
all the
pending
guys.
review is something that KBB staff has to do it, and dealer review is something that dealer staff has to do it.
Now I'm going to give you an open check because I owe you that.
Okay.
You just taught the trainer something there, but that's exactly the correct thing. Deal inspection. That means the dealer's got to look at the car.
Okay.
That
And
means we don't have
eligible,
enough
and then if
information.
some, and most of them are should be auto, like evaluated and put in the queue, right?
Oh, yeah, the number almost all of them are.
Okay. But there are some like outliers that. So I get it. Okay.
Yeah, very well said.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to stump my team on the next call with that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that I was able to, stir up something. Anyway, let's wrap it up. I gotta be running over here soon. So integration with CRMs. When the leads come in to the CRM, typically CRMs are built for catching the selling leads, not the buying leads. And that's where we need to.
Yeah. What CRM do you have, John?
Okay, so you probably will not like it. Uh, it's a custom made one. We built our own custom made CRM. And um, and it's got all the features, and we also have right now a buying um, lead program in it as well, basically. So we can catch the buying leads as well in it, and I'm sure the
Well,
leads are dropped in the same way they come in using those ADF file methods, right? So
all right. Well, I got you. This might be the most important thing here. Do you have a name for the CRM, or is it just internal that you had
it's it's
somebody
it's
build it for
called
you?
automatic lot.
Yeah, which is fine. So here's something that which for me being around from the inception, this is something where I got a lot of pushback with my company, but I understand why it's in there. There's certain CRMs that need to be approved. That I don't know if they'll approve that one, but here's what'll happen, and I'll make sure I say this clearly. Um, if you have to get one that's a couple $100 a month, I'll be able to credit your account to cover that just to go live, then go back to your own customized CRM. Does that make sense?
Okay. Well, what's the lead delivery method? That's what I'd like to know.
Okay, all we need is an XML address, and an XML address could be your personal address. That is what the instant cash offers follow. Okay, the first place to here. Let me show you this. Uh, this is what your dashboard looks like right here. Okay, so when this lead comes in here, it's going to pick up your XML address and put this the first place it hits. All right, it hits here, then that XML address will push it into your CRM. Okay, now where I get upset with my training team, if it's not a CRM that's on their quote unquote approval list, they're going to deny a launch on this. But what we can do is, again, and we'll pay for because you could get if you want to use your own tool, or you might just want to, get a different CRM just to
Yeah.
use for this. But now I could put, if you sign up with this and I gave you my email address, my personal email address, every one of these leads, it just picks up that email address and goes into the inbox.
Okay.
But what we can do is we'll worry about that down the time. Also, as I say, important, like I said, it's a mountain, it's paramount. If you want a buying center, all you need to do is sign the agreement. It's just like everything, it's electronic signature. What that does, John, very important, it secures that lead for your store. There's no financial obligation, and we don't start billing until you go live. You go live after you pick the training dates. If you want to sign up and you wait to go a couple weeks or at the end of the month till you build a staff around it, that's your prerogative. Basically, I'm selling you the car. You tell me you want to pick it up. And if when you go to pick it up, if something changes, you don't want it, we just say we rip up the agreement. I give you, in the car world, you get a deposit back. There's no deposits or anything. We will sell these leads to somebody else. We try to make it as easy as we can for new buying centers to come. Most people are ready. They got a BDC. They're ready to rock and roll. When they see a buying center available, they jump on it because these leads are very valuable. Now, if dang damn it, as we get, as that pricing sheet come up there again, I will send you an email on this.
Okay. Yeah. Do that. If anything, that CRM integration is big on my list because I've already done one similar thing with Carfax. They also have a trade-in leads program. So and I have a corporate store. I have a Chevy GM franchise store, and we get Carfax. But that's a rural market, so we get leads over there with them, and that there's no issue over there because the leads come in the same way, which is the delivery method is what's called ADF. The XML format. They email the lead to our email address in an XML format, which is also called ADF, and then once it's there, then our program is able to parse it and generate a lead out of that XML ADF file. So that's something
Right.
we'll have to confirm if they are okay with that. I mean, all CRMs are they more or less they work the same way.
That's as I mentioned earlier. I was trying to say this with proper diplomacy. That's where I get upset with my, if you want to buy a car from me, I'm not going to tell you how to drive it. That's where I get a little upset, And I used to run that training team, and I just, if you wouldn't be using a CRM, especially as a multi dealership owner, if it didn't work. The CRM is to benefit your store. You and I both know that. But the other thing that I was going to say to you that I put in the email too, um, you can. Most dealers will buy as many lead, and the 400 lead is $8,600, I believe. It's all based off the lead volume. Dealers can always decrease, accordingly. There's not always an opportunity for leads to be available. So, like we haven't reached out to the other stores in the market yet. We go out, we wait. We takes a couple weeks. Like your approval is good for 2 weeks, and that approval was whenever Lenore called you. I have control of that. So there's not a rush to make it, but if you want the buying center, great. If you don't want the buying center, here's something I highly recommend. Do all your other stores have vAuto?
No, we share the vAuto account between the stores.
Okay. So that vAuto, which is $9.95 a month, and I'll be able to get, and I'll find out when I write the agreement. I could override that because I could put this together as a group deal. The promo that we're running for EA only, the expert appraisal, it's for our vAuto stores, but I could, if you're using that one store, I could group them together. So all the other stores, I'll look up the names of them. As a matter of fact, while I got you here for a second, because what I could do is that promo, John, and I don't use this term. This is the only time I've used it. It's a no-brainer to use to do the EA. They're $9.95 a month. It's dropped down to $7.95 for life, but for your first 6 months, we're giving you a $500 discount, and there's no obligations month to month and so forth. It, uh, let me see. This is your store right here. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
This is what your account looks like here. Let me. It'll show a hierarchy. Okay, are these your stores?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Hey, we got finally. And are they uh, Virginia? That's yours as well.
Uh, no, I don't control that store anymore.
Okay, yeah, because that's not in my market. All these ones in Georgia. What we can do is, by all means, I don't know what you have for a trade tool, but you could. I'll get you that EA on there, all for 295, and it's month to month for the first 6 months. After then, it goes to you're locked into that discount for life at 795.
So our cost will be how much per month again?
Okay, this is for the expert appraisal. Here, let me go back to this. Um, the pricing sheet here. I don't know if that's full screen for you. It should be. Okay, this is the expert appraisal program. That's the core product. Everything I showed you today, with the exception of receiving leads from us, that's the expert appraisal program. That is $995 a month. Anybody that's most dealerships, when they see this, yep, $1,000, I'm good. You get your trade tool. For our V Auto dealers, which I'm classifying all your stores at, you'll get that for $795 for lifetime. And it's a month to month. There's not a commitment, but as long as you stay on product, you got that discount. On top of that, John, the first 6 months, we're taking or giving you a $500 credit, so you're only paying $295 per store. So if you got, let's say you've got the 5 stores that you control, it would be $5,000 normally. Now it's only $1,000 to put them all on. And with the Roswell store, you don't have to. The buying centers are hard to come by. I don't know if you is this your premium store that we're talking about right here?
Um, yeah, it is one of them. I use a lot of I mean, we do a lot of business in Lawrenceville and Stone Mountain as well. But I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit lost. I'm getting there's some movement around me. I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to understand the pricing. I'm focused on this 2,900 per month number. So how is it coming down to 295 per month?
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
The buying centers, they're sold. They include, we can't discount the 295 in there. Here's what I can do to offset that. I could cut back on heck. We're going to say you're talking about multiple stores. If you do one store or more stores, I'll waive that one time setup fee. Okay, so if you're looking at the 100 leads, we have a price generator on that. That is 100 leads, and it's $19 a lead, but it includes the $1,000 for your expert appraisal program.
Okay.
Okay, we have a promo, so your cost of your buying centers are what you see here. Okay, typically, if you said George, or if we didn't have room availability for buying center, your EA is the 995 a month, $1,000 a month. Now, right, we are running a promo for the month of July. It actually was in June. We extended it. Okay. Now, instead of paying 995, this is for the expert appraisal only. Okay. And let me back this up here. Expert appraisal, that is the core product. That's your software and everything. The buying centers include that, but then you're paying for your choice of lead buckets.
Okay, I get it. But the problem I'm having with this approach is that we already have V Auto, and how we use the V rank and price ranks, and expand our search markets and do all sorts of things. And I've trained my guys really well, and they do a really good job at finding. Like right now, I'm talking to you, and I got interrupted because somebody's in the showroom trying to trade in a $135,000 Maybach, Mercedes, and we have to be
Yes,
like,
sir.
so that would be like that's a prime case. It's an outlier type of car, and we have to like not just compare 250 miles, but nationwide, and check everything what's out there and all that jazz. So,
Yes,
but
sir.
that the V Auto is already. I mean, it's a prime tool. Uh, that does that stuff. For us.
Right, right. And I'll circle back because I know you probably got, if you feel like someone's stepping on your heels right now with the trade. I'll circle back when we got clear time. I'll put this together in an email to give a better explanation. This is different than Viato. This puts a trade value that you show a customer. But go take care of that trade, John. And I respect your time. I appreciate it more than you'll know. But let me shoot you an email. I'll get it out by the time I shut down, and we'll circle back tomorrow or over the next day or so.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Actually, let's push it to next week because this week I just got back from vacation and my desk is packed right now. Or maybe by Friday or so, we should be able to talk and I should be able to
Yep.
process more. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right, appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
So I'll
Appreciate
get
it.
that together for you.
Bye.
All right, good luck with that, Maybach. All right, bye.